Hello, my friends, and welcome to my second pick a card reading. I'm quite excited about this. And this is about what is the next step. Now, with this particular pick a card reading, I'm asking you to come with a question. You've got a dilemma, you've got something that's going on, and you want to find out what the next step is. You need some kind of external, an outside perspective and some pointers in how to move forward. So this is what this reading is about. I have 3 piles here. I've used Tiger's Eye specifically to work with this subject. So here I have the Wild Unknown Tarot, and I have yellow Tiger's Eye, which is traditional Tiger's Eye. Then I have the Tarot of the Divine, and I have this red Tiger's Eye, which is also known as Bull's Eye. And then I have the Golden Thread Tarot, and this is Blue Tiger's Eye, which is also known as Falcon's Eye. So the question is, what is my next step? Pause the video if you need to, take a moment, and I'll see you in the timestamps below. Bye. Hello, my friends, and welcome to pile 1. Welcome. Thank you, all of you that chose this pile. You chose the Tiger's Eye. This used to be a pendant. Actually, it used to be a key ring, which is why I've got this bit of glue here. But yes, you have the traditional Tiger's Eye, which is an exceptionally protective stone. I was drawn to Tiger's Eye, and this here actually is a raw piece of Tiger's Eye. It's gorgeous, isn't it? So, what's the next step? Pile 1. What's the next step in your situation? We have the Wild Unknown Tarot. So first of all, I will pick an oracle card for you, which is from the Sirens and Goddesses Oracle. Okay, so the universe and spirit has designated you 2. So we have Sirens, Temptation reversed though, and then we have Aphrodite, self-love. Okay, and they were both reversed when they came up. So I'm going to leave those reversed for a bit, but it seems like you know what you have to step away from. But it's also like almost this battle of whether or not you're going to be able to give yourself what you need. Whatever I don't know, I feel like there's a stepping away from something towards, obviously you're stepping away from I don't know, I feel like there's a direct movement from something. You could be getting over an addiction. Something that had a really strong hold on you. And in order to invoke this sense of self-love, you have decided to step away from that. Okay, very interesting. Let's see what the energies astrologically are saying. This spirit, what does pile 1 need to know to take their next step? What's the next step for pile 1? Capricorn. So, a driven, clear path knowing where you want to go, where you want to be. Saturn is there at the top. And I know that I'm not going to learn this in a way that's going to be easy. This has been a hard battle for you, my friends. Particularly with this stone here. The yellow tiger's eye is real resilience. It's almost like you're going back to your roots. Going back to your roots in order to empower yourself, because this is resonating with the Manipura chakra, the chakra of power, the chakra of self. Okay, let's see what your tarot has to say. What is pile one's next move? The Chariot reversed. Temperance reversed. And the Seven of Wands reversed. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Mother of Cups reversed. The Nine of Wands and the Four of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is the Mother of Wands reversed. You've got a lot of expectations that seem to be a big thing here. It's like you're trying to meet the expectations of others. Do you know what happens when you do that? You please no one. It looked very nice, but there just wasn't enough room. Let me just see if that's okay for you guys to see. Yeah, that's great. Okay. I see that this lack of movement in your situation is really you're not liking it at all. In fact, it's not something that maybe you can't deal with it. Maybe it's something that's almost something that you're not used to. Yeah, it feels like this is something that you're not used to. It's almost like you have to stop and look at what you've got. I get this almost compulsive shopping kind of vibe. It's like you're trying to fill an empty hole. Because it's really interesting that we have two court cards and they're reversed. This is mature states, mature elements of your personality that are really working against themselves. Mother of Cups has come up again. This is I mean, you're not in control of your emotions, and your finances are a little bit all over the place as well. And it's very difficult to start anything. So I think that the next step for you, pile one, is that you need to learn how to love yourself. It's so cliche, isn't it? But how do we do that? How do we love ourselves? Loving ourselves is the step of just being able to get out of bed in the morning and feel good about who we are. Even if we can't feel good about who we are, we take small steps in order to help ourselves feel better about ourselves. Even if it is as small as making the bed. I do sense some intense depression here. Sorry, pile one. Because, you know, this was reversed. You know, everything was reversed. Everything. The only cards that we've got that weren't reversed was Capricorn, this 9 of Wands, and that's it. The 9 of Wands is absolutely at the top of the defenses. Like it's the one where, you know, you're fighting to stay alive, to keep around, to be kind of to survive. The reason why I say about the kind of low mood depression is because, and I am no psychologist, so I have no idea, but you know, with the Chariot reversed and Temperance reversed and these 2 Court cards reversed, it seems like we've got a lot of oppressive energies on top of you. And you know, the actual visual I'm getting is this, you know, it's like something that's being squashed. It's not allowed to flourish. It's not allowed to rise up. The 7 of Wands is the, you know, the elevation. But where it's like this, it feels to me that the flame has been put out. We've also got Temperance here, and there's a flame, and the flame is reversed. The Chariot, also, and the reason why I say about addictions as well, because we've got the Pentacle here in the Horse's chain here, and it's reversed, you know, so forming the satanic symbol. So there's this kind of movement towards what you think will make you feel good. I'm sorry about, like, it's not necessarily the satanic symbol, but it's more to do with the fact that the pentacle is reversed. And when it's the right way up, I see it as the symbol of the head, the hands, the heart. You know, it's like a little man that's standing there. When I reverse it, it means that you're thinking with your genitalia. It's like what you know, your brain is in your pants. You know, you're functioning from those lower chakras, those lower parts, which is, you know, resonant for a lot of people these days, in terms of chasing the job, chasing the money, chasing the things that seem shiny and seem gold. But really, you're finding that you're having to go back to something else. Because, I don't know, I feel like there's been quite a lot of damage here. And the Ace of Pentacles, it's almost like financially, I don't see you very, you know, we've got the beginning and the end of the Pentacles cards. And we have a Pentacle reversed here. So this says to me that this is quite specific as well. You could be spending a lot of your money on things that you shouldn't be, like going out, drinks, drugs, all sorts of stuff, you know. And it's to manage this emotion. I feel like, and you're very hardworking. You're exceptionally hardworking, but it's not coming to fruition. Now, Tiger's Eye is a protective stone. There's an element of protection here. I think anything that is going to ground you, cleanse you, and keep you clean and protected, I think do it. Anything that you can, if you pray, if you meditate, whatever it is, do it. You need to come back to self right now. Because any action that you will take, it will be not guided in the right way. Like it'll be coming from a place which is not a stable ground. I feel like you really need to come back and you need to reassess like what you're doing. Because, and I think you are, you know, you're taking the opportunity. It's almost like you've had a breakdown. And this is your opportunity to move beyond that. Yeah. Because even the fact that the Ace of Pentacles is here tells me that the opportunity just needs to come around again. And the Chariot is here. That means that there's things that are ready to move. Temperance is here, which means that you have the ability to keep the balance, but it's out of balance right now. Father of Pentacles here is telling me that there may be some influences. I also feel like, I think I mentioned this in my other reading before, but I do feel like there's a parental influence. There's some shadow work that needs to occur here. Deep shadow work. What do I mean by shadow work? I mean by going and healing your stuff. You need to heal your stuff. That's what the next step is for you. You need to do one action that is going to help you to heal yourself in a way so that you don't feel so empty. I don't know, I just feel like there's this big gaping hole that you're trying to fill, and you're filling it with all sorts of stuff. And I feel like it's with money, and it's with material things, because that's how Capricorn works. They want to be the best. So you may even be like burning yourself out. And what also is happening, it seems to me, is that there doesn't seem like a if you're trying to get a promotion or something, you seem to be missing out on it, it feels. Or you may have got the promotion and it isn't what you thought it was. So we've got here Bixbite. Timing is everything. And with Bixbite, that couldn't be truer. Bixbite has an impeccable knack for the right timing and can encourage you to try new things, pursue an opportunity, or to change anything that needs an update. Bixbite opens the connection between your base chakras and your heart chakra and infuses you with the unconditional love for yourself and others. Bixbite encourages energy expressed as action, movement, and progression to move toward true alignment between you and your soul. Update what's outdated with joy and recharge your life. Aries, Taurus, and the moon. And it's a beautiful stone, as you can see. So I'll just pop that here. I feel like there's this nourishing. You have to, like, it's almost like, yeah, you have to update your software. Because the software that you've been using was outdated a long time ago. It didn't have its... It didn't have the kind of same effects as it was supposed to have. And I feel like you have to do this. Because, I mean, look, you've got colours here. These colours here and colours here. It's almost like you're abusing the gifts that you have. And you've got the Father of Pentacles and the Mother of Pentacles reversed. So this says to me that your sense is quite advanced. You're quite developed already. But there is something that you're not looking at. You're running away from, because it's scary. Scary to look at your shadow like that. Really scary. I feel like we need another deck. But I'm not sure which deck to use. Yeah, I'm sorry, my friends. I feel like I want to use another deck, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'd like you to think of a question. It could be a yes or no question in respect to this reading. And then I will you can pause the video if you want. And then I will shuffle the Angel Answers cards for you. This is a yes or no question for what is pile one's next step. What is pile one's next step? A year from now. So a year from now, things are going to be very different. They're going to be very, very different. I feel like you're going to, you know, this state is not going to stay in the way that it has done. I feel like you're going to be, it's going to be different. In the respect that you will be more in the space where you want to be. but you have to do the work. And as I said, I think you're moving towards it. I think you're taking responsibility. But as they say, the journey of 1,000 steps begins with one step. And it seems like you're taking that step. So nourishing yourself, taking action towards something that is going to help you. Taking a class to evoke your creativity, something that moves you away from what you have been using previously. You know, it could even be like exercise or the gym, you know. Some people are addicted to going to the gym. So if you see how this is, you know, making you addicted, maybe think about taking up something else, maybe dancing or something that kind of helps you to be creative, or maybe interact with other people in a way. So yeah, I feel that your next step is to have a look back, because you need to reboot and you need to have a look at what's your drive behind this subject that you have come to this reading for. Why do you want to do it? And come from a place where you can like genuinely empower yourself. Yeah, those are the messages that I have for you, pile 1. I hope you found this useful. I'm just thinking if there's anything else that I need to say. No, I think you know, facing this stuff is not easy. So just take it one small step at a time. You know, when you're rebooting a whole system, it can be quite difficult to kind of do that. So just take care of yourselves, my friends. I'll see you in future readings. Please like, share, and subscribe if you did. Bye. Hello, group 2. You chose the Tarot of the Divine and this bull's eye, tiger's eye, red tiger's eye. I hope you can see that. So, what is your next move? What's your next step? I will be pulling some goddesses and sirens cards initially to get a feel of the self-love. Again, pile 1 as well, receive that, but you got it the right way up. And we have Sekhmet, which is reduction. So, already, with this tiger's eye, I get the sense of blood, cleansing of the blood, something that is pure. A bull's eye is known as a target, you know? It's something that is driven. And it's almost like you have got to a position where you have been honoring yourself and you have been doing the work that's necessary. And almost there seems like a culling of things that have been happening. So you've not been allowing yourself to be distracted by anything. It feels. Yeah, it feels like that's what's going on. And then we'll just look at some of the astrological components of what's happening right now. What does pile 2 need to know to make their first move or their next step? What's pile 2's next step? Cancer. Well, it's interesting today that we have the moon in Cancer at the moment. Can you see the shell as well, and how it's like this, giving rise to this beautiful, abundant universe? There's a real sense of nurturing. Yeah, I feel like you're really in your power, pile 2. I feel like it's really grounded. And Sekhmet is a powerful Egyptian goddess. It's a really interesting depiction here of her. But yeah, it's the half cat, half female. And then we have Aphrodite. So very powerful females that invoke protection. And also I get a lioness energy. So it's very much protective. And also with Cancer as well. With that shell. Motherly, protective energy. You may be protecting others. This may be the pile for my mothers. People who are mothers, people who have children to protect, families to protect. It could be a possibility that there is some kind of divorce or split happening right now and you're trying to assimilate the boundaries. Dear Spirit, what are the messages for pile 2? For their next step for pile 2. What is the next step for pile 2? Dear Spirit, what is the next step for pile 2? Strength, 6 of Cups reversed, the World reversed. Sorry, the World upright. End of the cycle. And now we're here in this space. You've got some stuff to do first. You've almost got to put things on a bit of a back burner. But it seems like the self-love that you have given yourself and the rooting in your values have allowed you to... It has built you for this resilience because, I don't know, I see like almost that, I don't know, I just get the feeling of a divorce or something, escaping from a toxic relationship. 8 of Coins reversed. Ooh. 8 of Cups reversed. And then we have 2 here, the Moon, and yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was just thinking, with pile 1, it feels to me that, you know, you're asking about your next step, but it feels like there's some work that you need to do, my friends. I love you, and I think that you're really lovely. Yes, you need to go back and do some work. You need to be doing some inner work. And I mean, you know, self-love is all great. Culling people is great, but then what's next? What do you do with that? Queen of Cups. No, Queen of Swords. Well, of course it is the Queen of Swords. And the Lover's reversed. Yeah, I had a feeling it might be a relationship that didn't work out. I feel like education, something to put your mind into is going to be really good to help you get over this cycle. But there's a lot of bad memories you've had to get over. And it's created a block in you. This Ace of Cups is stopping you from pushing through and getting what you deserve, beginning the new cycle. I mean, the new cycle is beginning regardless. The world is coming to this place. You are moving towards happiness, but you have to work with it in a different way. And this 8 of Cups reversed and this 8 of Coins reversed is telling me that you're not fully there's still work that you need to do. You're not walking away from something completely with a clean slate. You have this sense of there's something there. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to look at the reversals here because everything else is really great. Like, but the fact that you've got the moon here tells me exactly that you have work to do. So before you move forward on this next step, you have to do this work. You have to look within yourself. So the next step is look within. Look within, because there's something that's not healed properly. And it is going to stop your ability to be able to love again. I will go as bold as to say that. Because I don't see many emotional cards here. And it feels like somebody that's been very, very, has had to fight, you know? And there is an idea of you going into this space where I'm just going to look out for me. I'm just going to, you know, I'm this goddess. That's who I am. But what's really interesting me about this card is this guy is looking behind as if to go like, do you see what she is? But I don't know. I don't feel like this is it's not a look that gives me, it's not I don't get good vibes from this look that he's giving me. Because if that's a goddess, why is he looking at us like that? This guy can't even look at her. This guy can't even look at her. He's looking at us. So what does that tell you? Are you behaving in a way that may seem like it's self-love, but actually it might be something else that's driving that? Are you maybe masking? And look at what she's got on. Are you masking something? Are you like trying to put across a persona that you have got everything sorted out, that you are fine with it, when really you're, you know, and I mean, you're not too bad. You're doing pretty well. I'm not going to say like you're completely devastated. There's no 3 of swords here, 9 of swords, no 10 of swords here. You know, you're on your space. You're on your way to getting over this. But this Ace of Cups and this moon, it tells me that you have more work to do. You have more work to do, my friend, and it will involve you being all right with yourself, being disciplined with yourself, being clear with yourself. Clear. I feel like clarity is needed here. It kind of gets, I don't know, I'm feeling this energy of someone who has been through a lot of pain, has done a lot of stuff, and literally is just like going out there and doing everything that they can to try and get over something. And it's actually helped them a lot. It's built up a lot of strength. It's helping them get over it. But there's something else. It's almost like another layer of the onion has been peeled off now. Because now you've stepped into this sense of self, which is this new thing after this. I don't know, it feels like a relationship. And now how do I move into my power? How do I move into, well, no, you're already in your power actually. But why haven't I got everything that I need? What's missing? That's what it is. I get that sense that it's like, oh, well, I'm doing everything all right. I'm doing everything I need to. I'm doing everything that says textbook how to get over something. But there's still something, and that's the Ace of Cups. That's this compression, this plug that's been put in there, and it's to do with a coping mechanism that you employed in order to cope with bad memories from before. I don't know. This is very specific. For some of you, I'm getting like physical altercations. I'm getting like a lot of arguing. Particularly with this strength here, which is this character wrestling an alligator, you know? That's what she had to do. But it looks like a lion, actually. Yeah, so it's an alligator head with a lion's body. So something that's very strong. And she's having to put her foot down. You know that saying? Having to put your foot down? So it's almost like you had to like reestablish your boundaries, which you did. You've done it really beautifully. You've done it really clearly, really beautifully. Yeah, I mean, Page of Cups, and you're willing to get out there and put yourself out there. And it's Queen of Swords, boundaries, 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 my loves. You have got your boundaries sorted. Something about the boundaries, though, are walls that we build up around ourselves. And also this sense of being bullish, you know, thinking that we've got it all sorted, or thinking that, you know, we're on the right track. Life is very up and down. It doesn't, you know, nothing ever is linear. I kind of feel like you moving through life is not like on a graph or a ladder. It's more like a beach with the waves. Sometimes they come up low and sometimes they come up high. So what I mean by that is that how we can feel that we're on top of things at times, actually, you know, there may be a sense of emptiness that's under that. And, you know, you want to see what your next move is in the respect of how do you deal with that hole? Because there's something that's stopping you from like moving on and manifesting completely. And it's that. It's the Ace of Cups reversed. It's whatever you're suppressing in order to have dealt with this pain. And you're over it, you know? You're over it. You're over it. You got two. Look at that. Two black ones. You got obsidian and you got onyx. So, and it's interesting because I wanted to use black stones for this reading, but I didn't. I just went for darker stones, darker decks, sorry. Darker coloured decks, not the actual darker stones. Oh, that's interesting. Don't know what that is, my friends. Anyway, onyx, autonomy, self-discipline, command. Tune into your inner commander. Onyx is a strong ally, dispelling loneliness and self-doubt and instilling a greater confidence in your decision-making. Face your fears and know that you have the power to overcome them. Onyx surface represents the passing of time, the balance of yin and yang. It is a sturdy and solitary stone and encourages you to break free from any unhealthy relationships in order to be autonomous. Know that you are completely capable of making the right decisions for yourself. After all, it's your life, and it's Sagittarius and the Sun. Sorry, Sagittarius and Saturn. So, you know, you're protected. You've got this down. You know exactly what you're doing. You know, but there's just, yeah, there's something else. There's something that you know, this protection is ramped up massively. And I feel like you have to move through it. I feel like there has to be something that you're moving through, but this is your journey. This is part of what you're doing. Okay, and again we have obsidian, shadows, mirror, amorphous. A dark and mysterious crystal, obsidian reaches into the depths of our shadows, shedding light on what needs to be healed in order to move forward. Obsidian serves as a mirror, revealing our deepest truths. Obsidian's crystalline structure is amorphous, moving beyond conventional time to dip into the past, present and future, and wielding great power to clear any obstacles. Use obsidian as a shield against psychic attacks and to ground your base chakra into planet Earth, Sagittarius and its Saturn. So, you know, if you have onyx or obsidian, they are really useful for you to use here. It will keep you in the earth and keep you grounded, because the Cancerian vibe can sometimes get a little bit, a little bit all over the place. It can also like retreating into your shell, stopping you from being able to move forward. So it seems to me like your next step is to ask yourself, what is it? What is this hole? I feel like I've done all the work I need to. So what is the next step? Tuning into your intuition will be really good. There may be some healing with the mother or some kind of aspect to do with the fourth house, which is possessions. Do you think that being getting a lot of things, being abundant, having your home, having everything that you've got, is that enough? Is that enough? Or is there something that you're trying to fill? Is there a void that you're trying to fill? So if you would like to think of a question which can either be answered with a yes or no, that is related to this subject, I invite you to pause the video and to think about this question, and I will pull an oracle card to answer that question. Dear Spirit, what do pile 2 need to know right now? That was very quick. Success. So it seems to me that you will be successful, and I kind of knew this anyway, because like you're really, you know what you want. I feel like, or not even that you know what you want, but that you know that you can get there. You know you've got you're strong enough to do this work. But you have to sort it out. It's almost like, like a boiler or like a household problem that you have to do, and it's been just niggling away and you haven't done it. And then it isn't until it becomes a big problem that you actually deal with it. I'm asking you to deal with it now, because you won't be able to move forward otherwise. So yeah, it's all about looking inward and accepting the journey, which you are. You're doing that. So, well, I mean that you're accepting it, or I'm sure you would accept it if you were to question yourself. But the next step is to stop looking externally and to look internally and ask what is this big hole that I am filling? What is this void within myself that I am trying to fill? My friends, I hope you enjoyed this reading. That is all I have for you today. I hope it helped. If you did like this video, please like it and share and subscribe if you haven't done already. I post daily videos as well. And thank you so much for giving me your energy for this reading. I wish you all the best. And I know you got this. You're a really strong pile, I feel. And I feel like all the piles are quite empowered, but particularly I just feel like you've got strong woman power energy here, particularly with these cards here with the Strength and this Queen of Swords. These are strong women, and these two strong women that are needing to make their mark on the world. But do also remember that you are a woman, and you are the yin of our species. So just remember that. Take care, my friends. Lots of love. Bye. Hello, my friends, and welcome, pile 3. You have chosen the Golden Thread Tarot, and you have also chosen this gorgeous blue falcon's eye, tiger's eye stone. So yeah, I get like a really strong kind of overall energy. It's almost like I feel like this essence of the falcon overseeing a situation, and you are trying to survey what's your next step. Okay, I will start by using some oracle cards from the Goddesses Oracle, Goddesses and Sirens Oracle, and we have Helen of Troy, which is beauty. So the idea here, Helen of Troy, she was the most beautiful woman in Athens, I think it was. Was it? No. In Troy, yeah, basically she was one of the most beautiful women, and that's why the Trojan War started. It was all because of her. So there seems to be something that is coveted, possibly, in this. Something that's, yeah. Boudica, unity. It came reversed. And look at that face. There also is a sense of you like trying to maintain balance in a situation where you feel that you're isolated. It's almost like that you want to try and be as you want to try and keep up an appearance of being together. You don't have to do that, you know. But you're feeling like you have to. Just because I say it doesn't mean anything. You're your own person. I'm feeling to shuffle these a little bit more. What is pile three's next step? What is pile three's next step? What is pile three's next step? You've got a couple, right? Okay, so we've got first quarter and waxing gibbons. So I think this is quite fast. What's going to be happening here? Yeah. So something very important is happening on the first quarter of the moon, which is the sense of birthing something, creating something, making something bigger. This is yeah. The initiation and the stage just before completion is going to be very important for you in what you're looking at right now. It's almost like you have to see how it starts and you have to oversee how it's finished. Otherwise, it might not come to fruition. Does that make any sense? I'm getting a sense of a project here, my friends. What's pile three's next step? What's pile three's next step? What's pile three's next step? Page of swords, ace of swords. What's pile three's next step? Knight of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. We also have the Knight of Swords as well. Seems to me like you're going to have people that help you. Also, I feel that, yeah, it's almost like you're monitoring somebody who's doing some work for you. Or people that you've put in charge of something. These are quite young energies. They're not as mature as you. It's almost like you've been through you've been through the process. So in order to, yeah, you can't leave these people alone on their to do the job like it feels. You have to oversee this, and it kind of ostracizes you. It puts you in a place where actually it causes a deficit. You almost get the sense that you're feeling needy. Even though you've got all these people around you, you know, you've got this Page of Swords. I get quite young energies, young dynamic energies that are coming in to help you, and even through yourself. I think one of these could be you. I'm feeling like the Knight of Wands is more you. And we can see that this Knight of Wands is a Pegasus, you know. This one is one that's on the ground, but like this one's a Pegasus. So, you know, you've got, I don't know, I just see it like as some kind of like businesswoman that's maybe done some that owns a business, or is mentoring younger people, but is needing younger people, is needing more kind of power. Sorry, excuse me. I'm just going to light this very quickly. I don't want to stop the video because I think it's important. Yeah, I feel like you've been burnt by being in situations where you've tried to do this with other people and you've managed to find quite a good team. Seems to me like you found someone that's actually pretty good, and a group of people that are pretty good, but they're a bit wet behind the ears. And it almost seems like with the Helen of Troy, it's a position where you will have to leave them on their own. Chariot. And a Page of Cups reversed, yeah. Knight of... You have people that are coming to help you on this endeavor. And they're attracted to you. They're really attracted to you. They're attracted to your energy. But there's this lack of unity that's going on. What is that? What is that lack of unity? It's almost like your drive inspires these people. It's almost like your vision really inspires people. The aesthetic of going for something, for fighting for something, even though at all costs, yeah, we'll go for it. And I think you have to monitor this situation in order to allow, in order to make sure that it's going to go right, because these people are a little bit wet behind the ears. They're a little bit inexperienced, I feel. And you're all up for new blood and trusting that, but yeah. And I mean, that's probably why you're working with them, because you believe that this is something that you can move forward with. This, you believe in this team. But I don't know, there's something to me that tells me that you feel a little bit ostracized when you're around them. You feel a little bit like you're not part of them. Like maybe there's an age difference or something. But it really matches with this overseeing energy of this falcon, this bird of prey that's overseeing this. The first quarter and the last section before we get to the, this is actually after the last quarter. And it's when it's about to come big, about to become full. So there's something just in the penultimate stage of realizing something that you need to monitor. Moonstone. I'll take that. And it's interesting how we got 2 moon cards here as well. Moonstone, nurturing, divine feminine, intuitive. Drawing power from the divine feminine, Moonstone connects you to goddess energy, activating your intuition. Moonstone can boost clairvoyant gifts and metaphysical powers, asking that you trust in the unknown, beyond what you can see in this realm. The reflective nature of the crystal is much like the moon phases themselves, a cycle of change from new beginnings to full release. What we were saying about the moon. And Moonstone balances masculine energy with the feminine touch, teaching the art of receptivity and serendipity. It is potent during the waxing moon. Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, moon. Well, you just got to love the synchronicity, really, haven't you? I did get a flash as I was thinking about that, as I was reading that. I also got that this is, maybe there's also an element where you have to place your trust in these people. Maybe there's an element where you have to allow yourself to just let them get it wrong. You do oversee it, and these are going to be like the key moments where you're going to have to overlook things, but they seem to me like they've got it under control. Like they can deal with it, whatever this situation is. It could be a social situation. You may have been organizing a social event and something's come up with you. You've like Helen of Troy, she's got taken. There's something that stopped you from being able to take part within the project, and you have had to go. So you have to leave it in their hands. But that's the whole thing about trusting something, or trusting others with something that you have given birth to, your baby. I think you're ready. It's ready to run on its own. It's ready. This Page of Cups, though, reversed. There may be some people that you might need to get rid of. There may be some people that might not share the creative vision. But you do have this Page of Swords here. And that's somebody who's communicating, somebody who could like definitely help you. And you've got the Knight and the Page. So communication wise, and how you get your brand out there, or how you get yourself out there, how you get the promotion out there is very good. I also feel that with the Ace of Swords, you know, there's clear values that are being communicated here. Yeah, I definitely see it with like some kind of career stroke work endeavor. I don't really see any kind of like family or, yeah, because I feel like the money side is going to be a little bit like tight, because I don't see many pentacles. I only see this 5 of Pentacles. So you may lose money, but it doesn't matter, because you're prepared for it. You understand it. You know the deficit of like having to start out again. It's like you're seasoned. You know what you're doing. But you're trying to build up this unified together vibe. You know, you want a team that you can trust, because before the team that you had, well, there was something that really annihilated it completely. I mean, in essence, it could be like there was a team that you trusted, and now, you know, it's about you moving forward on your own and being reluctant to trust somebody else that comes into the fray. But just know that this is a stepping stone towards you finding the right team for you. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to think about a yes or no question, and I will use the oracle cards to answer that. Pause the video if you need to. The answer will be yes or no, and yeah, we'll take it from there, obviously in relation to this situation. Wow. So we've got choose a new direction. I feel like it's this thing of like letting go, like letting things run their own course, as opposed to like forcing this. You know, allowing something to reside on the back burner, allowing something to just stay on its own. You know, you can put it on long cook, you can put it on slow cook for a bit, and it's fine. What's your next step? Your next step is to continue to oversee what is going on. Make sure that you're available at certain times, but it seems like you need to go and do your own thing. Like you need to go and do something else, because there's also, I mean, actually, you know what, as well, I just got that in time, this is not going to matter. It doesn't feel like it's super important. If they get it wrong, or if this team get it wrong, or if it goes wrong, it doesn't matter. Because there seems like there will always be another avenue for you to go down. Just like with the moon continuing to wax and wane, the cycles will continue, I feel. Any other messages? Yeah, I just feel that you've got, you've got your drive sorted. You've got everything kind of ready to go, but you're just paranoid. I feel there's a bit of a paranoia about how you don't want to be poor and you don't want to be like doing this forever. You want to be able to trust people, and you're going to. It's going to be fine. Um, but I don't know. This Helen of Troy here kind of tells me like she doesn't want to get taken away because she wants to be at home. She wants to be with her family, with her husband. So she doesn't want this idea of being part of this war, of being this figure. She never wanted that. So so now there are situations that may be happening, and you're having to be resilient within that, and having to be this falcon, take this bird's eye view. I just feel to do these guys. You're the only pile I've done this with. So we have the sun in I think that's 6th house. Yeah, 6th house. So the sun, 6th house, Aquarius. So how you portray yourself to others is going to be really big. It seems to me like you're almost teaching. You could be in like some kind of group where you're working. You may be teaching young people. It feels like there's some real service to the community going on. You might have taken on some people who are in need of direction within the community. Yeah, just be persistent, be patient, and know that this new direction that you're going in terms of taking on this team, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. I think you're making the right decision and going forward with this. But I think the main thing is to step back and continue to observe, which is why I said with the falcon, keep up there and keep observing, and only intervene whenever you have to. That's the message that I'm getting. So pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did find it useful, please like this video and share and subscribe with anybody that you think that will like it. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me on my second pick a card. It was so much fun. And please do check out my other readings. They're all timeless. So yeah, whenever you find them, they're right for you. Take care, my loves. Good luck with this. I feel that you've, just taking a step back and being able to observe. She's got her hands tied behind her back. Sometimes we can feel like that. Get yourself some nice rainbow moonstone, which is the white moonstone. And yeah, just meditate with that. That would really help. Take care, my loves. Bye.